What am I supposed to do if I'm stuck where the trade left me?
Next caller!
And he's lost all of his ass, mistress. How do I tell my twink that I want him back to a chub?
Stop f***ing with that bitch.
I've already slept with like at least 2 dads already, right?
This is the problem. Y'all get a taste and the hunger is insatiable. Cheating is not disrespectful.
I was shirtless, pale, still ganging. I just feel I'm bossed all over his shit.
Go ahead and f him, girl. Be toxic and lie. Lying is so much fun.
You pull out on me.
You better sit there, get your lick back, get some coins, and f his best friend. There should be no reason you cannot go through someone's phone. It's fair game, baby. Oh my god, this already is getting so toxic. Girl, not me giving advice, just ruining everyone's life. Hello? Hey, puss. How is she? Oh my god. What? You're stranded where trade left you? You need me to cash up you $200? Well, the girls have been on the Patreon. They like, comment, and subscribe each and every week, so f it. I'll cash up you that $200, baby. Check your balance, girl. Get home safe. Love you too. Fake bitch. What's the tea, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Mistress Monday. Now, before I get started, I am gonna address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am giving you big fat rat. Listen, before the video starts, leave a comment below. Do y'all like the new mug? Are y'all feeling this? I'm in the experimental phase of my life. Everything in general in my life right now is really on the up and up and everything's changing so fast. Normally, I'm the type of person who hates change, but I feel like kind of going with it. So I'm experimenting with new things. If you like the mug, leave a comment below. If you want me to go back to the rough, hard, dragged out mug, just put it below. I'm sure this won't last long, but it's always cute to, you know, try to freshen things up and see what you can give. But with that being said, I'm going back to my roots and I'm going back to doing content that I really enjoy. Not that I haven't enjoyed my last few videos, but you know, we're just getting off the hype of doing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10. That finally came to a close, and to be honest, I am so fucking thrilled and happy because it was getting a little old for me doing so much Drag Race related content. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still find Drag Race content here on Mistress Mondays. I'm still gonna be partying with my sisters and inviting all the queens around the world. However, I think that I'm going back to what makes me excited, and I'm going back to being creative and doing things that are revolutionary that people haven't seen before and that no one is like really brave enough to do, because that's what makes Mistress Mondays Mistress Monday. I'm mentally ill and so are you. Daddy. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Before we continue with the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because when you do, first of all, it's free and you help support me so I can make amazing content just like today's video. If you want to be involved in videos just like this, you have to join my Patreon. I have nearly 6,000 members over on the Patreon. We have a dedicated Discord server. You have so much amazing content. I literally am in there almost every day. We talk nonstop, we do lives, we kiki, we have exclusive videos over there. It's literally some of the best money you'll ever invest in your entertainment. If you're someone who's bored at home or someone who enjoys content just like today's video, you will love being on the Patreon. But I do a Patreon live each and every Tuesday, and on the live, one of my favorite segments to do is my advice column. And I know what you're thinking, who are you to give advice? You literally are a fat, nasty, big rat, always in drama. Really, nobody's f***ing with you, you have nothing going on. And I'm gonna say, all that is so real. However, I don't know, I still think I'm someone who can give advice, and I'm gonna judge you regardless, so you might as well hear my opinion, because I'm right 99.999% of the time. So I opened a hotline and told my Patreon members to call in and leave some voicemails so I can give them some advice. I'm gonna be blind reacting with y'all, so I don't know what kind of foolishness is gonna happen. It's always some shit on the Patreon, so I'm kind of nervous, but let's get into the first voicemail.
Hey, mistress, what's the tea? So,
Ooh, girl, she sound like Mickey Mouse.
I hooked up with this guy named Dylan. He was cute, was getting very much Latina trade. It was sickening, but it low-key turned out to be a chop. I douched in everything. I was ready to bottom.
No! She's gonna say she painted!
I went to gag him, and I was like, look, he's so good. I mugged up my beat, getting down femboy, and girl, as soon as he put it in, I'm not even joking, I start gagging from the other side. I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. I literally started feeling something come in my throat, and I was like trying to play it off. It looked like I was like moaning, but girl, it was not that tea, and I just feel I'm bossed all over his shit. And it went out like bam, girl, like something out of the Exorcist or some shit. It was crazy. And I was like trying to apologize, but like trying to grab paper towels, and he was not having it. He told me to go. I was shirtless, pale, still ganging. It was a chop from start to finish. But here's the tea. That was a year ago. Sister, tell me why 4 weeks ago he pulled up at my job. And now We work at the same place. Do we do it again? Like, do we do part 2 remix? I'm so confused because I want to do it for the real time, but it looked like he was pissed. Yeah, blocked me off of Sniffies. It was a chop. I don't know what to do. Help me, queen. You know what to do, girl.
First of all, I don't know what to do because I've never painted trade before. Let's clock that tea. But okay, before we even jump into this, I know there's gonna be some people out there who are like, oh my god, this is not real. Oh no, baby. Statistically, in the US consensus, they have stated that 73.2% of all femboys and twinks out there will paint DL trade 3 times likely in their lifetime. It happens. This story is kind of gaggy, but here's what I'm not understanding. You douched and prepared, did your big one. It's one thing if you're getting pounded and then there's like a Hershey kiss here and there. Why, as soon as you said trade put it in, instantly it was just giving Golden Corral chocolate fountain? That's not making no sense to me. You must have been munching on Taco Bell, you were eating at a buffet. I'm sorry. But listen, as someone who does top, it's to be expected. You literally are putting yourself in uncharted territory, and I think that sometimes, regardless of how well you clean or how much you prepare for it, sometimes accidents will happen, and that's part of being an adult. Okay, it's never been that bad where it's like, you said it was given very Exorcist, it was given Emily Rose, your head was turning, painted the walls. I've never had that. That's kind of crazy. But if that did happen to me, I would go shower and I would be like, oh, I would comfort my bottom and I would be like, look, it's okay, it happens, no tea. Some people will clean off and some people will just tell the bottom to go douche and clean out again. That's not an option for me. Once you've taken me out of that element, I can't do it again. I think his reaction of him yelling at you and blocking you and stuff like that, that is someone who you should not even be sexual with anyways, because it seems like they're too immature and they don't really know what they're getting themselves into. But now that y'all are co-workers, that's where things get complicated. If this man blocked you and punked you out, I would not give him the time of day, and I would personally flip the story and I would say that he's the one who painted you. You are a little femboy, you open your mouth, you sound like Mickey Mouse. I know you have all of Ariana Grande's discography on your iPod. However, I want you to go to the break room. I want you to go to all your coworkers. We're gonna call the DL trade Juan. I want you to dress as as possible at work, and while you're having your morning coffee with your boss and everyone, I want you to be like,
you know the new guy Juan? Girl, please promise me you won't tell nobody. Promise me you're gonna keep this between us. Okay, why did I Juan like a year ago before he worked here? I know I was topping him in my skirt and he got shit on me. He literally painted me and it was disgusting. And like, it's just so awkward seeing him. And like, it's just really strange.
And you start leaving breadcrumbs and be toxic and lie. Lying is so much fun. You know what I mean? So go spread the word and shame him, but don't give him no more bitch, even if your is giving chocolate kisses. It happens. Let's get into caller number 2.
Hi, Mistress. I'm a bear from California. My question to you would be, how do you get not so raunchy DL man to, you know, have fun with? The only reason I asked that is because the last guy who I was having...
Is this Gru from Despicable Me? What the
fun times with when we got fully undressed, he pulled out a gun on me. And one would think I'll be scared that he pulled out a gun, but the scary thing was that this gun was bigger than his and that's the scary part. How are you gonna kill me and have a lot of like, big struggle. Anyway, love you.
Oh my god. Well, first of all, we're missing details. You didn't tell me if trade robbed you, if they just put out the... Let this be a PSA to all my gays out there, especially all my baby gays. 18, 19, 20, 21. A lot of y'all like these DL men. Y'all like straight men. Y'all like the fantasy. But when you find actual DL trade, you got the thugs, you got the straight men. This is coming from someone who... Thugs used to be all I would hook up with back in the day. I'm from Houston, Texas, where everyone around here carries and acts a motherfucking fool. So I grew up loving thugs, girl. And I had to stop. Thank God I grew out of that. I love me a sissy now. But I have a lot of crazy experiences and stories with thugs and with trade and with straight men. Listen, it is not wise to fuck with real straight men. They always have baby mamas and they have kids and they have girlfriends. They're living double lives, pass around bottoms. They don't protect themselves. They don't know. They just go out there and wild out. And then when they get embarrassed and caught up, they're gonna hold that to you and... Have you ever been standing outside the club, about to greet a colleague, when BAM! They rip the wig straight off your scalp. You're left there scared, confused, and worst of all, injured. Instead of talking to the bar, talk to someone who took the bar. That's where Morgan & Morgan come in. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys throughout all 50 states. They make it quick and easy to start a claim online, and they've recovered over $25 billion from more than 500,000 clients and have been doing it for over 35 years. Now take it from me, being out here in these gay streets injuries could be a little bit dangerous. I mean, you can get your wig snatched, you could slip and fall down some poorly maintained steps at a stadium concert, you could hurt your knee in a cheerleading performance you were booked for, you could get sick from contaminated eyeshadow, you could suffer injuries in a car accident coming home from a viewing party, you could even be minding your own business on a date with a new crush, and suddenly you're bit by the dog he's always posting on Instagram. And let me ask you this, did you throw a brick at Stonewall but it bounced back and hit you in the face? Well, sorry sister, that one's on you. But if you're injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. In Florida, a client received $12 million after the insurance company offered just $350,000. No case is too big or small, and Morgan & Morgan will often step in to fill the gap with expert legal representation, and they will fight to get you the best possible outcome if you end up working with them. Listen, there's a reason why comedy queens always win improv challenges. There's a reason why fashion girls always win the ball, just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's biggest injury law firm. They just know what they're doing and know how to get the job done right. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. You can start your claim now by clicking the link in my description or scanning this QR code on the screen. With that being said, I want to give a special shout out to my friends over at Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's video and helping us stay safe out there. With that out the way, let's get back into today's foolishness. But listen, straight men don't have nothing to lose. People get killed over this all the time. Stop hooking up with DL men. Stop hooking up with straight men. Go some. Show the sissies around the world some love. Let the blouses and femme tops get you together. Let them top you. Y'all gotta stop messing with thugs. But viewer discretion is advised. I'm not telling you to take my advice. This is allegedly. If you are going to hook up with a thug, if you are gonna get with a straight man, always protect yourself. Rule number one, you always host. You always tell someone that someone's coming over. Always share your location. Tell your friend, baby, I don't care how good this is. If I don't text you at least an emoji or something within 30 minutes, call the police or come knock on this door. You need to protect yourself. And also, I will say this. You have to assert your dominance. Let Trey know that you are not the one. If he pulled the out to me, I would have been like, what you gonna do, shoot me? Shoot. In the words of my sister Shavana, you're gonna shoot me on Thanksgiving? You have no idea how many stories we hear about the thugs getting the girls together. Y'all gotta protect yourself. The moral of the story, stop f***ing with DL Trade, for real, for real. Next caller.
My name is Dylan. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm 23.
Shout out to the Houston, Texas. All right.
Mistress, I want to know what I should do at my job. Okay, I work in the daycare industry, and I'm constantly doing pickup and drop-offs. So I always see like dads coming in and drop with their kids. And, you know, some of them give DL Trade because I don't even wear makeup, but the way I dress gives off the, you know, the gay vibes. So I've already slept with like at least 2 dads already, right?
This is the problem with you. Y'all get a taste and the hunger is insatiable.
How do I make a move on a dad that I think could be interested, and how do I go about it? Because last time, the other 2, I kind of knew them beforehand before I started working at the daycare, and they kind of just ended up there. So it was an easier scenario. But now, it's like, I already work there, and this dad keeps giving me like looks up and down, you know? But it's always just like very kind and friendly, but I'm like, what if I'm reading the signs wrong? Sister, should I try to go for it? Or should I just ignore it and keep it professional? But it's also like, am I ready to play stepmom? What if we get serious? But it's like, I've never seen a mom drop off, always dad. What should I do? Should I just leave the DLs alone in general, or am I playing a messy game? Kisses.
First of all, I want to say this. You even asking that, you already know the answer. Y'all heard the sidekick Mother Helena in my latest Mistress Monday video. She said, I'm neither good nor bad. I truly am the chaotic neutral. But I will say, I do believe in karma and I do believe in what goes around comes around. And if you knowingly hook up with someone who has a partner and they're not open, they haven't discussed these sexual boundaries, I think that it will come back to bite you in the ass in multiple ways. So never, ever, ever do I condone cheating, especially when it comes to straight men. The relationships are just so different, and I'm telling y'all need to stop. It's like you're Adam and Eve, baby. You're trying to bite that apple and you're gonna ruin your peace. However, I'm gonna play into it. I'm just gonna give you my advice. I think hookups and is always in the eyes. You could just give them like the hunger, like.
Just as sweet as St. Lucia.
When it comes to DL men, 99% of the time, you have to be the one to shoot your shot. Unless DL men are in a situation where they know you're not gonna say something, or they know that they're not gonna be publicly embarrassed or scrutinized or have receipts, they're not gonna make the move half the time. You have to be the one to make the move. So you need to be confident, and you need to also show that you're also discreet in DL. So here's what I would do. I think you need to find out if he has a wife or if he has a girl. Next time you're taking the kid and you're dropping him off and you see the dad, I would take little Johnny right to the daddy and I would say, oh my God, your wife is overworking you. I always see you dropping off little Johnny. What's up with that? If you were feeling really flirty, I would be like, your wife better watch out because I might need to step in and play housewife. Because why are you always the one bringing him? Yeah, you need a girl who's gonna treat you right, like the king you are. And he'll be like, oh, for real? And I'd be like, every time I see you, I'm like, you're such a hard worker. You just go above and beyond. Who's gonna take care of you? Do you need someone to take care of you, daddy? I'm not gonna give y'all too much advice because I don't want y'all cheating. Stop breaking up these happy homes. But, you know, if push comes to shove, just be like, you want some Oh my God, stop messing with the DLs. Next caller.
Hi, Mistress. It's the Samayon from the Patreon, and I just want to ask, what am I supposed to do if I'm stuck where the trade left me?
Wham, motherfuckers, wham.
This is why I didn't want to open this motherfucking phone line because y'all play too damn much. On to the next one, girl. Stop playing with me.
Oh my God. Hi, Mistress. My name is Courtney. I'm from South America. I'm just kidding. I'm from North Carolina. So I'm calling because, well, you see, I have this partner, and I've loved him a long time. He's like the best person in the world. The fact of the matter is,
I feel like this is a fake accent, but sure.
He has been on this new health journey. I like him thick, Mistress. I like him nice and thick, and I like him bouncing on me, right? So he's lost a lot of weight in the ass, and I'm a doll, and I'm a doll on top, so I like a fat ass.
Dolls are the dom tops. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm listening.
And he's lost all of his ass, Mistress. He's lost all of his ass, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't find him attractive anymore. I don't find having sexual relationships with him attractive and fun anymore. How do I tell him that I don't like what he's done to himself? I'm so supportive of him. I'm happy that he's feeling better, but our love life has suffered significantly. So, Mistress, how do I tell my twink that I want him back to a chub? Jesus Christ. Thanks. Bye.
First of all, shout out to all the dom top dolls out there. Listen, this answer is very, very simple. If you're with someone that you're not finding attractive anymore that you once did find attractive, I think that you just have to rip the band-aid off sometimes and say, baby, I'm just no longer feeling this. It's not me, it's you. You know, you've changed. And I'm telling y'all this as someone who has been on the opposite side. I actually have had this conversation with like 2 or 3 people who have told me like, hey, like I really found you attractive when you were a big boy. And you know, now you just look entirely different and I'm just not into it. And I always am just like, okay, well, thank you for being honest. You're not gonna stop doing what's making you happy and especially what's benefiting you health-wise. And it's also fair for people to have a different feeling about you. It makes sense. You were attracted to someone who was much bigger and some people are attracted to that body type. And I think that's why when it comes to hookups and sex, you can't fault someone for liking what they like, even if it does hurt you. I think it's up to drag someone along. If you're not feeling him, just say, hey baby, you've done such a great job losing weight and you did your big one, but I'm just not feeling it no more. I really am into a big, fat, nasty, slouchy bitch. Someone like Tamika X or Silky Nutmeg Ganache, you know what I mean? And big girls need their love too, so just let another big girl have him, baby. But no, yeah, rip the band-aid off, girl. Stop wasting your and his time. There's always another chub waiting for you. And he'll find another dom top doll, I promise you. He could hit me up. I am having fun, so with that being said, let's do a few more. Next caller!
Hey, so I'm just calling to figure out what's the best way to discipline your man when he's acting out of line? Thank you. Love you, mother.
Ooh, I like this question. Okay, this is a very, very simple answer. So you know when people are training dogs and cats to get that spray bottle and start spraying them? You don't want to do that with your man because men are gonna act up. This is coming from someone who is a man. I am DL the boo-boo trade. You cannot tell men what they can and can't do. You have to turn on your manipulation. You have to gaslight them and you kind of have to lead the horse to water and allow them to drink for themselves. So what you're gonna do, if they do something you don't like, you're gonna do it right back to them, but you're gonna do it 2 times as bad. You wait for them to bring it up. So for instance, let's say you catch your man liking another twink's Instagram post. It's just a simple heart, but it still pisses you off. You're not gonna bring that up to him because he's gonna think you're insecure, he's gonna think you're the fool, he's gonna start a whole argument and say he's gonna keep doing it. No. What you do, find a picture of his best friend shirtless. You're not only gonna like it, you're gonna comment the heart eye emojis and the drool emoji. Then you're gonna share it on your story. You're gonna put like the fingers crossed emoji, put the heart eyes emoji, put the rose emoji, put some very cryptic shit. You know what I mean? And wait for him to be the one to bring it up. And then when he's like, why the f did you post so-and-so's picture? I was just liking you like pictures all the time. What are you talking about? Okay, well, if it's a problem, let's both not do it. See, you have to gaslight and you have to manipulate to get what you want. It all depends, but there's always a way. Mental gymnastics gets the job done, ladies. God, what would y'all do without me? Next caller.
My name is John, and I am 30 years old from LA, and I need relationship advice. Me and my partner have been together for about 2 years now, and I've noticed whenever we go out, he gets very defensive and very protective. Especially like we'll be out in WeHo, and I'm not even kidding you, a guy will come up to me and he'll just tell me excuse me because I'm in the f***ing way, and he gets really defensive and he's like, well, why did that guy come up and talk to you, and why are you flirting with people? I'm like, I'm literally just moving out of the way because he asked me the other way. Anyway, so that has been an ongoing issue for the past couple of months, and about a week ago I found out that he was projecting. I was walking to the room and he was asleep, and he didn't realize that he left his phone open, and of course
I was just about to say before I even got to the rest of the voicemail, baby, he's doing that because he's cheating. Baby, I did not mean to interrupt, but the gears are already turning in my head, baby. He's cheating on you. Red flag, bitch. I already knew what it was given, but I'ma shut up and listen.
I had to go through it and see what was on there, so maybe shame on me, but whatever. And
no, never shame on you. Go through your partner's phone. There should be no reason you cannot go through someone's phone. Baby, I'm about to give you all the tips and tricks, but let me finish. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. That's so ugly.
He had his Instagram pulled up, and I noticed in his DMs, this guy that I introduced him to was sending hole and pole pics, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like really, really strange. And so I guess the advice that I'm looking for is, 1, do I confront him about it? 2, do I do my big one and go out and, let guys, approach me and talk to guys because it's very obvious that he's open to do it himself? Or 3, do I show him you responding to my voicemail and letting him hear your response? Let me know. Thank you.
John, first of all, we have a lot to get into because when you were saying the first part of the story, I instantly knew that he was cheating on you. But let's take it a few steps at a time. First and foremost, if you're with someone, you do not own them. And I'm telling y'all this as someone who is extremely possessive and extremely toxic. I actually believe in monogamy when I'm in a relationship. If you're with someone who is a beautiful person, people are gonna want them, people are gonna look at them, people are gonna desire them. If you don't want someone to look at your man or your girl, get with someone who doesn't want to be in public in general, someone who's gonna stay at home and only be with you. My thought process on it is, and I always tell my boyfriends this, I find it hot when people want my man. People are gonna stop and stare and people are gonna talk to them. You cannot stop people from talking to your man. Point blank, period. You can check how they respond to people, but at the end of the day, if you're saying that he's flipping out when people are just saying excuse me, that's crazy. Right off the bat, that's giving he's cheating on you. I knew that from the beginning because people are always gonna project what's really going on with them. You know what I mean? Whether he left that phone unlocked or not, you should already be going through his phone. I'm sorry, I know this is toxic. Leave a comment below if you go through your man's phone. I'm not saying to cheat, but what I will say is everybody cheats. And I have this theory in my head because, so many people are like, oh, I want to be together forever like my grandparents. Baby, back in their day, there was no social media, there was no phones, people weren't getting caught up. Your grandma and your grandpa were cheating on each other. Grandpa was f***ing the mail lady, grandma was getting pounded by the milkman. Let's get to it, let's really clock that tea. And if you don't believe that, go dig up her grave, call granny on the Ouija board because she gonna tell you she was ran through. Cheating is not disrespectful. What's disrespectful is letting your partner see that you're cheating on them. If you're gonna cheat, I don't wanna know. If you're gonna cheat, you better make sure I don't find out. If you cheat and it's in the Instagram DMs, it's instantly chopped, you're getting your ass beat, and I'm going after them. You introduce the friend to your man, and the friend is sitting there, sending whole, that's crazy. Everybody in this scenario deserves their ass to get beat. This is allegedly. I don't want to be held responsible when you go to jail, but I will bail you out because you are a Patreon member. I think everyone in this story deserves an ass whooping. Always go through your partner's phone and you want to surprise them. Get them when they're not expecting it. Do it when you're at a restaurant in public where they can't really tell you no without it being a public freak out situation. When they're asleep, put the Face ID to their face. Leave a comment if you want me to make a video on how to catch your partner cheating because real recognize real and real eyes realize real lies. In conclusion, you asked, what do you do in the scenario? Do you confront him? Do you do your big one? Or do you let him watch this? And my answer is going to be all 3. I say, punk him out. Here's what you're gonna do. It depends how long y'all been together and what y'all really give. But I would either get some money out of it. I would either get my lick back and humiliate him or get even. I'm the odd one who believes in an eye for an eye. Ooh, the more I get into this, the more I'm realizing how toxic I am. So if he sat here and you really were faithful to him and you gave him your everything, I would say hit a lick, get some money, drain his bank account, make him take you on a trip, make him buy you something nice, and then after you got something from it, then I would flip it and be like, bitch, you were cheating on me and you really tried it and it ain't giving that for you. Baby, let him have it. Or on the flip side, you could just f his best friend with someone. Girl, it seems like he's already insecure about it to begin with, so you could f his best friend and get even, hit your lick in that way. It just depends what kind of girl you are. Do not leave that man and let him get away with murder. You better sit there, get your lick back, get some coins, and f his best friend. Mwah. Thank you for calling in, baby. You better update us. Next caller!
Okay, Mistress, baby. It is Deanna Coxshot up in here, and I would love to have some advice from you regarding an encounter. So my uncle has this friend, and I've been suspecting that they've been, you know, having sex in encounters, being all cutesy with each other. Because my uncle ain't never dated no woman before. I never seen him no interested in no woman before. So, Lord have mercy. There's this man that he's always hanging around, so I was having suspicions, and I always thought he was so cute. Oh my God. And so I might have saw him on the little Scruff app, baby, and he might have went ahead and woofed at me. And I wasn't gonna message him no first, but since he woofed me, I was like, okay, let me do this.
I'm sorry, since he woofed you is crazy.
And let's just say things got a little out of hand. I don't know how to deal with this situation because for some reason I feel like my uncle's gonna find out. And I don't know, I'm just about to lose my mind, honey. But one thing about me is I'm gonna give the men what they like, and I mean, they wanted me. I don't know what to do. I don't know, because I have a feeling he's gonna tell. Because let's just say I might have not really did my big one, you know. And a little fucking the wasn't very much given. All right, girl, tell me what I should do. Goodbye.
Oh my God, this is a long drawn out voicemail. Sean, chop that up. Listen, shout out to my Patreon girlies because y'all are going through it, baby. Why are you trying to f your uncle's trade? That'll make no sense. Listen, let's keep it short and sweet. If your uncle was talking to someone and you don't even know if it's their boyfriend, but this person's on the apps, go ahead and f him, girl. Let it have, he's open game. If the uncle has not introduced him to your family as his partner or his boyfriend, and the man is on the apps, it's fair game, baby. Go do your big one. Stop wasting time. Go f that man. Okay, on to the next. That was foolish. Go f that man. It's free game, bitch.
Okay, so basically, I'm 18, I live in South Carolina, and so I've been dancing at the studio like all of high school. I'm friends with the girls. I'm amazing, you know. My body's team, it's like Luxnor London with a little bit of Marsha. But anyway, there's a girl here.
So he's busted and chopped. Okay, Kia.
And she's just a fake-ass bitch, and she's been a fake-ass bitch all of high school, and I've been waiting to get her. And so her boyfriend has basically been saying, because we're going to the same college, her boyfriend has been saying, like, hey, if you need help with anything, like, you know, I can help you, like, we can study together, like, come on, like, come to your big one with me. And so, do you think I should do it? I'm basically like a virgin. Like, my first time, it was just like a...
Now he got f***ed and he's not counting it. Girl, y'all play too much.
It's just so stressful. And then I have a roommate, and I'm gonna have to be doing this. I have to be, like, placing this stuff strategically so he doesn't see it. Like, should I do it? How should I prepare for it? I just have so many questions. Please help me.
Okay, baby, you have a lot going on. First of all, protect yourself, educate yourself, go do all that before. If you can't even think of how to safely have a sexual interaction, you should not be having sexual interaction. Let's dissect this, and I want you to keep in mind everything I previously said to the other callers. I don't believe in cheating. I do believe that what goes around comes around. However, I do believe in getting a lick back, and I am that bitch who will be like, this bitch did me dirty in 2006 on December 2nd at 12:05 p.m. and I'm going to get her back today, Thursday, July 31st, 2025 at 10 p.m. So if this bitch is a nasty hoe like you say, and you have the opportunity to get her back, what are you waiting on? I think that's God presenting the opportunity to you. Here's what I would do. Start off slow. Especially with men who are inexperienced, especially straight men, you don't want to go right into. What you should do, invite him over for a study session, and right off the bat, just start making out. Just be like, oh, I thought this is what you wanted. If he's feeling it, go for it, and he's gonna be feeling it because that's why he's offering. He wants to f you. Then you can just swap, keep it cute. You can swap anywhere really. That's easier than setting up a whole sexual encounter. It's just simpler that way. So I would test the water, see if he's down for it. Start by, you know, when you're studying, get close to him and rub his leg and be like, whatever the bitch is, let's say her name is Nancy. Let's be like, I always told Nancy you're so f***ing cute. And she would always joke that like I could have you. But I don't know, like whatever happens just stays between us. And baby, he'll be in the palm of your hand. So, you know, don't get mad, get even. Girl, not me giving advice, just ruining everyone's life. Bitch, please. Okay, I think I've been yapping long enough. I've given enough advice. However, if you want to hear some nasty, raunchier questions, and I know what you're thinking, how can you get nastier and raunchier than the we heard today? Baby, join the Patreon and find out. If you want to get more content just like this and you want to see the uncut extended footage of today's video, join the Patreon and do your big one. But for all my brokies out there, it means the world to me that y'all tune into every Mistress Monday. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because when you do, it's literally free and you support me and make me be able to produce amazing content for the channel and bring it to you for free. I love you so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope I helped some of y'all and I hope y'all learned some life lessons. And if you didn't, just remember, who am I to be giving advice? I'm literally just a big fat rat. I love y'all so much. Mwah! Bye.